Hello, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs, and cross watchers. This is your tarot and oracle reading for the month of August 2024. First card out for you is the Moon in reverse. So you may have a lot ahead of you on your journey, a lot to look forward to, and also a long list of things that you know you need to get done in the process, in the journey of getting to the top of your mountain, whatever that mountain may be for you, whatever goal, dream, wish, desire that you have in mind. You know that it's going to be a long road ahead, but when the moon comes out in reverse, it's asking you not to get overwhelmed with that long journey and to take things day by day. There is something that you can do every single day, some sort of action that you can do every day that will bring you closer, one step ahead in your journey, one step closer to your goal, and you're being asked to take those actionable steps. I think right now there's a huge epidemic when it comes to people trying to manifest certain dreams and goals of theirs, but not actually taking actionable actions. This has been so massive in like every reading. I'm almost sick of saying this message, but I'm gonna keep saying it until a new message comes in or until spirit tells me to stop. And this message is, stop over preparing. Just get started on something. For example, the easiest example I could give is health and fitness, because I think everybody wants to be healthy. And if you're somebody who feels unhealthy, you don't exercise, you sit at a desk all day, relatable. You might have that intuitive nudge like, okay, I really want to start walking or jogging or exercising. Like, let's just say you want to start jogging. And you spend your money, you get these really cute jogging outfits to motivate yourself. You look up like the best jogging routes in your area, all this jogging gear and tips and everything. You got the water bottle, you got the little armband to carry your phone, headphones, everything. It's like you're preparing, but just go. Like, just do it. Like, you can start jogging barefoot, like straight up. And in fact, I know some people who do run barefoot and walk barefoot and hike barefoot because it's better for your legs anyway. So it's like you're over preparing. Just get out and go. Just do it. Just get started, Just get started. Next, we have the corn in reverse, which is really ironic because corn represents prosperity, abundance, having everything you need. Essentially, it just radiates this energy of abundance. Especially, anyone who lives in America, every single food has like corn somewhere in it. That's why we're all fat. The corn, when it comes out in reverse like this, it's a medicine for you. And I feel like it's sort of singing in harmony with what we just said about being over prepared. Some of you might actually, another message might be, you might actually want to look into certain ingredients that are in the foods that you're eating, because that may affect you. I don't know off the top of my head the name of I'm not a scientist, I'm not a dietitian or anything, but I know there are certain ingredients, like ghrelin, for example. I don't know if that's an ingredient or what is released in your body. The hunger hormone, it gets released with certain foods, certain sweeteners and additives and stuff. So literally you're eating foods that make you hungrier. And that's when you can start to feel really ravenous. Like, it doesn't matter how much I eat, I feel like a bottomless pit, that type of energy. That's because some ingredients literally do make you hungry, even though you're already full and your body probably doesn't want any more food. There's also some ingredients in foods, and this is definitely more of a problem in North America, specifically the United States. But there are some ingredients too that a lot of people can't digest. And it can cause some bloating, some stomach issues. So I don't know why these messages are coming through. Maybe some of you are like, your current hyperfixation is learning more about health and food and nutrition, things like that. Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of people continuing to do that in August, looking into the ingredients in all your food, looking at the ingredients of things that you buy, and just trying to cook healthier foods. I'm even seeing here a vision in my mind of someone putting like really beautiful looking healthy meals on like a vision board. So like, for example, if you have like your phone wallpaper is like a little vision board, you may even be putting like healthy, cool looking foods there to motivate you to eat healthier or something like that. I don't know why healthy eating is just coming through so strongly for you. So that's really beautiful. I think East Asia, I feel like a lot of people from East Asia like are naturally, maybe not all of you, but are taught how to eat healthy and cook and, what real food is like a lot better than other places in the world. So I think that's one thing that we can learn from East Asians, a lot of you, because so many people aren't really raised and taught about food itself and the nutrients of it. We just have the recipes that are passed down to us, and that's pretty much it. But I think, with the internet age, this is like the perfect time to have a mass spiritual awakening, a mass enlightenment when it comes to what we are literally putting in our bodies and what we are calling fuel, because a lot of issues, like a lot of health issues that many people have, a lot of mental health issues that many people have, can be linked to the food that we're eating. There are certain ingredients in food. Again, I'm not a scientist. I don't know the actual, names of these ingredients off the top of my head, that literally can cause anxiety. Certain ingredients that cannot be digested causes anxiety. And people who are having high levels of anxiety, they're like, why is this happening? Yes, of course that can have mental health roots and spiritual roots, as everything's connected. But this could also be rooted in literally what you're eating. Can you imagine? Oh my gosh. Anyways, I don't know why I just went off on that tangent. I feel like a lot of Leos may be having an enlightening experience when it comes to food, healthy eating, healthy living, mind, body, soul connection, and creating great balance there within yourself. We have caregiver coming out as well. So you might find yourself in a caregiver position this month. We are with you, and Spirit has its own way of recognizing the care and love that you provide to others, especially at the end of their lives, just as you received care and love at the start of yours. Caregivers often focus all of their attention on their loved ones and often neglect their own concerns and well-being in the process. So many of you may find yourself in this position already, recently, or in August. Anyone who's a parent, you're already in this role. Okay? I feel like, depending, if you're a parent but your kids are grown, then maybe you're not necessarily in the caregiver role anymore. But even if you're caring for an elderly pet or rehabbing a sick plant, or people don't really consider these things as caregiver roles, but they are. For example, if you buy a really old house and you are restoring it and you're literally sleeping on some random air mattress and there's power tools all around you and stuff like that, and you're trying to fix up the house, that too is a caregiver role. You are caring for the spirit of that house, which is very beautiful as well. So I am seeing you in this position, which is not very shocking because, oh, by the way, happy birthday if it's your birthday this month. We're heading into Virgo season towards the end of August, and Virgo rules over that caregiving energy. So this is actually very beautiful that this is coming out for you this month. This will be a very fulfilling role for you at this time. So yeah, if you have any spare time, money, whatever, I really do feel like you are giving back in some way, which is always great karma. So, and that energy returns to you multiplied. So we're going to pick 6 cards, 2 rows of 3 from the Murder of Crows Tarot. By the way, speaking of Virgo energy, Virgo also rules over taking care of your own body, health, and well-being. So it's also not surprising that all of these messages of food and health are coming through as well. We have the Page of Pentacles coming out in reverse. And yeah, I am seeing the word neglected is coming out. And you are the one taking responsibility to fixing this up, whatever is neglected. For example, if you've been living in a home for many years and maybe you didn't have the money to update it as the years went on or do something around the home as the years went on, you may have left the house neglected, and this is a year where you're really starting to be that caregiver once again for the home. Or this is a really sad image coming into my mind, and this is definitely not going to relate to all of you, but there may be 1 or 2 people here watching where you feel like an elderly person is being neglected, like they're not receiving adequate care, and you're taking it upon yourself to be the caregiver or to provide some sort of caregiving service to them out of your pocket or your time. So I am seeing that as well. Same thing can apply to pets, plants, things of that nature. We have the Emperor coming out in reverse. Yeah, this is what I'm picking up on. I mean, the Emperor in reverse is definitely a type of person who would neglect their kingdom, their loved ones, their responsibilities. They're just too focused on themselves, very selfish type of energy here. And also very traditional, very, the type of person who is like, well, I'm fine, so everyone else should be fine. You know what I mean? That type of energy. So that can like really make you mad. Be aware of that energy this month. Wow. We have the moon coming out again for you, this time upright. So many emotions. So many dreams coming up. I feel like there is a lot of subconscious healing that you are facilitating this month within yourself. I'm seeing the phrase healing your relationship with blank. Healing your relationship with blank. That blank will be different for everyone. That's why it's blank. Healing my relationship with food. Healing my relationship with blank. So there could be a lot of reflecting this month. And you know what? I feel like the relationship, whatever it was, there could have been very high standards or levels of authority influencing it. For example, if you have like a bad relationship with food, like constantly shaming yourself, trying to restrict calories, and then binge and things like that, you may be speaking kinder to yourself, being less harsh on yourself, and actually learning the science behind all of this. There's no need for shame. There's a literal science that has proven what works, what doesn't work. No need for weird diets, no need for experimenting. Like there's already been so much science out there that you can learn from and go off of and heal your relationship in that way. So that's very beautiful. Okay, you're healing your relationship with something that you had a very like authoritative stance on, or you were like victim to that energy in some way. We have Judgment coming out as your fourth card. Making a judgment call, a positive judgment call to shift, to change your life. And also I'm seeing again this call to say, you know what, I'm taking matters into my own hands here. I see how you are handling this project, this person, this home, and you know what, I'm going to take over. I'm taking over. I'm seeing that sort of leadership. I am taking over. This is my project now, or I'll take care of them, or something. You're taking personal leadership here and saying, you know what, there's a better way we can do this. I'm also seeing making similar judgment calls when it comes to things within your own personal life. Okay, you know what, I could be taking care of my body better. I could be taking care of my home better. I could be working towards my goals better. And you're taking that sort of accountability, responsibility. We have the Empress coming out in reverse right underneath that Emperor. Wow. So this is a would-be power couple. Okay, mother father figure type of energy. And they're both in reverse. Feminine and masculine, both in reverse here. Fascinating. Wow. So there could be some sort of tumultuous, authoritative relationship in your life with two people who are both very bossy and don't listen to anybody. And there could be a divorce. There could be a separation between them. Or you're just really at the receiving end or seeing the toxicity firsthand between these two people and how they talk to other people, how they treat other people. This is very fascinating. So there's a very toxic couple energy coming out here somehow, some way. Okay. Some of you might find yourself in this relationship. Others of you, a lot of you, this is two people outside of you. So there may be news of a divorce that is very shocking, very startling. Like, what? It could be in your family too. It could be like a sibling, your parents even. Like, I'm not predicting anything bad like that, but like, I am seeing this energy a lot for Leo this month. So I'm just saying, don't be surprised if something like that happens. Yeah. Wow, that's interesting. I think it's a positive judgment call, though, with judgment literally coming out right next to it, upright. I think it's a good call, okay, to have this sort of separation between whoever it is, I guess. Or if, let's just say, I don't know why I keep coming back to the example of someone being in the care of like a couple or a person that isn't caring for it or them, whatever it or them is, properly, and you're stepping in and saying, you know what, like I can take over here, like let me take over. Wow. And this might be you not being a really big fan of how somebody is raising their child. Okay, and that's a little bit more tricky of a situation. But with the Page of Pentacles coming out in reverse, sometimes pages represent children. And when the Page of Pentacles is in reverse, this could be a child who, I don't know, they might not, how do I put this? They might not like be where they're supposed to be at for their age, in terms of like speaking or reading or, whatever. Like you just don't feel like they're getting the attention that they need or the peace that they need, the space that they need to grow properly. I don't know. There's so many different messages coming through. And that could be an emotional journey on its own, with the moon coming out twice here. The moon is a very emotional card. Final card out, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. More tumultuous type of energy here. A lack of balance, something might be getting out of hand. Things are getting out of hand in life. So I'm making the judgment call to get things back on track. That's the energy of the month. Things are getting out of hand with this. Either like I let things get out of hand or they let things get out of hand. So I'm bringing a firm, I'm firmly grasping the situation again, For example, if this is your own personal health, like let's just say you spiraled a little bit. Things are getting out of hand. Like I've been drinking a lot. I've been smoking a lot. I've been, binge eating really bad, nasty foods like fast foods, fried foods, things like that. It's getting out of hand. I'm getting a grip on my life again. Quitting drinking, quitting smoking, quitting that nasty food, and meal planning healthy foods. Finding replacements for my addictions that are healthier. Very beautiful. Things are getting out of hand with this situation. It's getting tumultuous. Let me be this calming, guiding light that comes in. You know what? I don't know why I'm thinking of gemstones now. Any like light blue gemstones might really work for you. Calming colors, things like that. Even just like the spirit of that color, like a light blue. Like a blue jade, for example. That might be very beautiful for you. Anything calming, serene. Empowering. Like I feel like you're acting as this voice of reason this month, so very interesting month ahead. Definitely take a look at your sun, moon, and rising signs, and maybe even Venus signs to get the fullest overview of this month ahead. Like this video, comment how it resonated down below, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. If you want a personal reading with me one-on-one, the link to that is always in the description box, spiritpsychic.org. I also offer my intention oils there and spiritual life coaching sessions there, so check it out. Bye-bye.